There's a quote my dad once gave my brother, and I ended up borrowing it permanently. It goes like this: no one will understand the burden you carry that comes with wanting something bigger than your expectations can contain. When I first heard it, I didn't think of it as profound. I just thought of it as accurate, almost uncomfortably so. Because there are different kinds of people in this world. Some are steady, some are some are content, some are workhorses, people who show up, do what needs to be done, and build a good life out of consistency. Some people don't care much either way. Some are planners, some are executors, builders who can take an idea and grind it into reality through sheer repetition. And then there are people who never quite settle. People who aren't just trying to succeed, but are trying to reach something they can't fully define. Something that doesn't fit neatly in a job title or a 5-year plan. Something bigger than what they've been told is reasonable. That's the part of the quote that stuck with me. Something bigger than your expectations can contain. Because that's what it feels like. Not necessarily a burden in a heavy, painful sense, but in an internal pressure kind of way. A pull towards something you can't quite explain to other people, and sometimes you can't even fully explain it to yourself. You just know it's there. Like when I was a kid, I wanted to be an astronaut, and even now, if NASA called, I don't think I'd hesitate very long. There's something about stepping beyond the limits of what feels normal, of literally leaving Earth, that still lights me up somehow. But it was never just about space. It was about the feeling that there is more. More to learn, more to build, more to become, more to experience than the simple rhythm of days repeating themselves. And that's where it gets complicated. Because life needs routine. It needs stability. It needs the quiet, unremarkable days that hold everything together. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, it's essential. But for some people, that alone isn't enough. There's a restlessness that doesn't go away just because things are fine. A sense that fine isn't the finish line. The hard part is that this kind of drive doesn't always come with clarity. You don't always know exactly what you're chasing. You just know you're supposed to take the next step. Then the next one, and then the next one after that. And you hope that somewhere along the way, it starts to make sense. To the outside world, that can look irrational and even reckless. Why keep reaching for something undefined? Why carry something that doesn't fit neatly into expectations or plans? But that's kind of the point. It doesn't fit. And it's not supposed to. Because some ideas, some ambitions, some callings aren't meant to be contained by what's already been mapped out for you. They're meant to expand you beyond it. And here's the part I've come to understand most clearly. Not everyone will understand that drive. Not everyone needs to understand that drive. But you are also not alone in it. There are others out there who feel the same pull, who are quietly building, searching, refining something they can't fully explain yet either. And when you find those people, you recognize them quickly. They speak the same language of restlessness and curiosity and quiet obsession with something bigger. And when you find them, you hold on to them, because they remind you that you are not strange for feeling this way. You're just not always among the people who carry the same kind of fire. So if you don't fully know what you're building towards yet, that's okay. Take the next step anyways. Because sometimes the thing you can't contain is exactly the thing you were meant to grow into.